everybody, and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be quite different. I plan to do at least 1 to 2 more of these. But, pretty much, I'm going over my, what is it, 300, 314, almost 315 hour save game on Riverbend Springs that I've had almost basically since the beginning of the game. So, I guess I will go over it. There's 4 farms. There's one right here. There's a small one right here, probably soon to be expanded. A big one right here. It takes pretty much this whole corner of the map. And then another small one like right here. So, I'll be going over literally everything. This is probably going to be a longer video. So, sit tight if you plan on watching the whole thing. It is pretty cool. I like my builds. I might just do farm builds for fun on here soon. I don't know. But, pretty much, we're going to go ahead and get started with the farm tour. We're going to start at the original farmhouse from whenever I started this save game. Now, this is not a traditional save game. I like to roleplay by myself, just whatever. I have an imagination that I like to do. These 2 fields here, usually they're corn. I think this time they're oats. I think I did all oats. Yeah, all my fields are oats. But yeah, I do a different kind of roleplay. It's different, you know. I have an imagination. I'm using it here. So this is the main. I'd say the main family. Well, they're all one family, but this would be the dad's house. This is his truck. This is his high country Chevy. This garage is fairly new. We're gonna get down to that. We got a 30-foot gooseneck that actually needs to get back to the farm. And a 20-foot that I hit on the way out. Don't ask how I did that. But yeah. But typically, this is what it would look like. This truck gets parked here. That's the old lady's car, the mom. The Gator, which is original, but hasn't really been used. Before anyone asks, 29.3 hours, that is not original. This truck was bought used. I got it in the used vehicle sales pretty good while ago. And it's looked like this since. So we got a brand gooseneck trailer. This was here since it came out in the game. This is actually one of the modded ones, but this is the DJ Goham house. It's perfect for this nice little setting back here in the woods next to the pond. It's very nice. They got a pool, trampoline. All the kids are grown up but one. This one here just graduated. He's got a 3500, nice green, big tires, beautiful truck. He's got his S10 that he built. Has the small little Chevy V8 and nice little maroon. This is his first truck, flatbed turbo diesel, 660 horsepower. These 2 are stick. He actually has 2 more trucks. One I actually forgot to bring back. One of them's in here, which we're actually going to be giving away from him. But yeah, right here is his 300, his 4 tracks, which is actually going to be getting sold soon. This was original when it came out. Kind of got parked in that white shed and forgotten about. Now it's in here to be getting ready to get sold. This is his 450. This is the third youngest, second youngest son. We'll call him that. He just graduated high school in May. This is 450. This is his and his dad's Project Mustang right here. This is his dad's pool truck. His pretty much his, go-to-towner, his workhorse, garage king. It's only got 0.6 hours on it. This is the son's pulling tractor, which he's actually about to sell that four-wheeler, this tractor, because he's about ready to move out. This is his dad's giant toolbox. This is his dad's 4020 pulling tractor. We'll get to this in a minute, but there's a hauling company in the server, and this is that son's semi-truck that he's actually building to add on to the business, and this is his little toolbox here. It actually matches his truck. This is his 5th truck. Now, this here is an original. This is the BC Bushler truck. I got it when it originally came out. This thing's got... Oh, wrong one. It's got 4 hours on it. This was the original truck. Had the flatbed on it. My original plan for this son was he was going to be a welder on the road, but I actually changed that. So this service body, that other flatbed out there had a service body. But now we'll be going away from. I'll be selling the service bed to get a custom flatbed. So this is something else he's going to be selling to move out to buy a house. So I don't know when that's going to happen in the series in my roleplay, but it's going to happen soon. But yeah, that's all that. So he actually has one more truck. Now you're probably wondering how he is affording a semi and a Ram and this other truck here in a minute. Actually, we'll just go ahead and go to it real quick because it's literally right here. As an 18, 19-year-old that just graduated. This is his other truck. Bought just like it for 25,000 Duramax. Beautiful truck, by the way. Yeah, you're probably wondering how he's affording all this stuff. He's worked his tail off. Now, this family does have money, and I mean, but he worked his tail off. He works all day, all night. Yes, he has 2 truck payments. Does he need them? No. But he's got them. So that's the main house. Now we're going to go back. Now we're going to go down to the main farm. The farm that started it all. Got a couple grass fields here. This is the original layout. All the original buildings. We're actually just passing, but there's the cow pasture. I figure I'll go down here and show the fields. We got this hay field right here. This is usually all one field, but it's actually half cow pasture now. And then these 2 fields here. This was going to be a house. Might still be, but right now it's just a gravel drive. And the drive to the road. So we're actually going to go ahead and turn around. Because we're going to go up here. Right there's the farm. There's a little wagon there. We got this dirt road right here. That takes us down to the farm. On the right here, there's another dirt road that goes up to the field. I actually used to commute that a lot, but not much anymore. Got the multi-fruit silo because the thing's useful. Got a header. This is actually new right here. We got 2 corn cribs. The barn that was here, we actually replaced with a shed because I needed room for all these goosenecks. I have this bale trailer. That other one up there is a bale trailer. The animal carrier. And this one here, this is for the company. They haul animals for a living pretty much. And that company bought him his trailer, his own trailer. So, but yeah, I don't really use the corn cribs anymore. I used to till I found out you don't really get your money out of it. So they're kind of just there. I got this here. We'll go up there in a minute. I got my disc right here. I think the planters. I have 2 planters. They're both in this shed. The fuel tank and this planter's right here. The cows are right here. Water tank feeder in my John Deere 8400. Yeah, the cow pasture actually goes up here, which we'll get up here in a minute. The cow pasture goes all the way over here, all the way back down, then comes along here, and then comes out. It's huge cow pasture, very huge cow pasture around the whole farm. And here's all the hay equipment. I have a 60-30, or is it 70-30? It's a 75-30 with all the hay equipment. And the newest addition to the farm is this baler, and everything in here is tweaking, so... should be a tedder somewhere. Oh no, it's in that red barn. In here, got a fertilizer sprayer, got corn head, some bale wrap, and some wrap bales for silage, because first cut's hay and the rest are silage. So I got my silage wrapper, my combine, my 1275 bale trailer, my International 5488, which actually replaced the John Deere 7810. I got a bunch of bales in here. These straw bales are old, so they actually need to go. Yes, I hear you. Right here we have technically 2 original trucks. This truck is all original. Actually, I might have got the, no, I didn't. I thought I got the special one. It's not. This is actually an original truck. I can't get out of here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. It's a little better. This is the original grain hauler, and we got 3 trucks. This one here is Dad's, the green Peterbilt. The Kenworth is the oldest son's, which we will get to eventually. And this is Pap's Phoenix. He actually has 2 Phoenix trucks. You've seen one already, briefly, which we'll get to the other one. But they're all haul trucks. our silo right here, and then in here was where the 7810 was, which I believe it's where the tedder is, just the tedder. There was a brush hog in here, but I don't have it anymore. And I believe at one point there was a lawnmower in here, but that's gone too. But yeah, that's the main farm. Not really big. Something small, family operated. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. This was the original setup when I first started Riverbend Springs. And it's been growing since. Up here we have Pap's house. This is Pap and Grandma's. Up here, that is actually Dad's old truck. He actually gave it to him when he bought the Chevy Glacier Blue. I couldn't stand getting rid of such a beautiful Ford, even though I'm not a Ford guy. I love the Glacier Blue, and I really didn't want to get rid of it, so Pap got it. He got rid of his silver one, so he's got a lifted Ford. This is his barn. There was an A and an H in here at one point, but they're actually being used somewhere else instead of sitting in the barn. This is his tilt deck trailer. There's some goodies in the garage. That's Grandma's van, or SUV, gold SUV. This is Pap's daily driver, a red Ranger with a 3.26 speed. This is his JI Case 4-cylinder tractor that he is actually going to be fixing up. It was sitting over there in the weeds behind the truck. Now it's right here in the yard because he's going to get ready and start working on it. Get in here. All right. Now in the garage, he's got his old F100. Very nice truck. He just bought this used Can-Am Outlander. And his all-original Mustang. And in here, it's only got 6,000 miles. This truck here has 55,000. This is his first pickup. Still in beautiful condition. So, but yeah. He likes red Ranger. He likes red. And you're about to see his red semi that he drives for the oldest son's production and just whatever. He's a farmer, truck driver, and all that. So he's got a really nice little yard here. I don't know how much of this I own. Actually, I own all that. So I might actually do some expanding on this field at some point. I don't know. I kind of like the trees here. But this road was put in to get to the main road from his house. So it's a nice little driveway. You know, his mailbox here. And this truck here, we didn't really have anywhere to put it. And because of how the cow pasture was, this actually worked out perfect. Because of that billboard. I seen this truck on TikTok. It was actually a Marmon semi. With this kind of trailer and this truck. If anyone's seen that video, you know what truck I'm talking about. It wasn't even a special truck. It was just something on TikTok. I was like, man, that's beautiful. I'm going to recreate that. And here it is. That's as I can get it, but very beautiful setup. So we're actually going to take a little trip down the road this way and then backtrack just a hair. So we're going to go across the railroad tracks. The oldest son used to work at the barrel place, but he actually took a shot at a business and pretty much restarting it and building it back up. This is pig food production, which actually, that's the plant, that's the building. The actual plant is all animal production food, all food production. So he's got 3 silos in the back here for the stuff he needs. This is the small plant that all the food's made in. It's not very big at all. You know, there's a truck, a forklift, a delivery van, an old dump truck, and then this is the little office building this is where he parks, right here in the slot. But yeah, that's like the little office building. It's really small right now. Eventually over here, a car garage is going to get built for car maintenance to join his brother. One of the younger brothers is going to start one eventually. But yeah, he started farm animal production, you know, just he's put a lot of work into it in the role play, and I mean countless hours, 4 a.m. to 8 p.m., 9 p.m., while still doing his own farm, which we're going to right now. We're not gonna beat the train. Oop. Well, I thought we could. I was wrong. I thought wrong. Okay, we were stuck on the fence. All right, now that we're pretty close to where we were, I actually don't remember what I was saying. But this is the oldest son. He, like I said, he took the shot on that, and it's doing pretty well. Long hours, doing his own farm work. Yeah. But in my honest opinion, this is probably one of the best farm builds I've ever built in Farming Simulator history. Up here on the hill, this farm is like actually one that was realistically built because it's an old style farm. The lore behind this farm is that this was a great grandfather's farm. I need to fix my interior. Hold on. Um, so with this farm, this is actually, there we go. This is actually like great great grandparents' old farm that got sold off, and they actually bought all the land back and built on it. Up here was like a barn at one point, and he built an A-frame on it. Him and his wife, which that's her vehicle there. They got the dog. This is the first Ford when it came out that I bought. 11 hours. That's how much time. That's how much time I've spent in this truck on this series, this server. Because this truck it's been around, man. The goats are actually all original too. These guys have been here for a very, very long time. You know, the feeder, I don't really even have to do anything, but it's just a nice little piece. I had a vision, I was like, I could put animals in here, and I put the shed in, it worked. I got a brush hog right here that does get used occasionally. The John Deere one. This is the original farm truck, the International CV, the one that came with the game. This is the original farm truck. It gets used for pallets like this: goat milk, eggs, wool, whatever kind of pallets I got, that truck hauls them. So this truck is still used. I don't think it has that many hours. It only has 4.5 hours on it. This truck still gets used as it should with a flatbed. And then the trailer hauls with it. And I got a lot of hay and straw up here. And when I went to build a garage originally, I was going to clear out this area and landscape it, and build a garage here, but I actually didn't end up doing that. I'm glad I didn't, but something could still change. This is his first pickup of 2014. This guy right here, he's also in his mid to late 20s, so he's still fairly young. This is his first pickup. He's got an enclosed trailer, which I actually don't have a use for. I just kind of bought it. He does have a gator in here, a John Deere gator. I do use that every now and then. Multi-fruit filling silo. Over here we have this is the first garage. We'll go in there in a minute. I have a Dirtinator over here. It's kind of hiding. I got wood chips from a tree I cut down over here. But this is his mower. This is his feeder for the cows. This is the first shed that was put in the game. When the show tires came out for the Ford, this was actually a show truck, and this truck actually doesn't get used anymore. It's got 4 hours on it, needs gas, but I don't use this truck anymore. I don't drive it. It literally sits in here and collects dust. This truck here is the go-to-towner. He actually won this truck as a car show winner because of the Mustang. Yep, this Mustang right here won him that. It's actually got a whole setup, but I don't have the semi right now. It's out west getting some chassis work done to it. It's getting extended. He's got himself a TRA 500 and a John Deere 330. The old lady uses for mowing. But yeah. So I will show the truck right now, actually, because it's getting framework. It's going to get a bigger sleeper. But this is the truck that it goes with. And you're going to see in a minute what else goes with it. So right here's the cow pasture, right here. Goes down here, and it kind of goes down here to the farm entrance on the bottom road, and then comes up and around, follows the road the whole way. Small little pasture. It's pretty nice. He actually raised some water buffalo originally. And as of right now, he's got some Angus that he's raising. He's got water buffalo that he's raising to sell, and Highland cattle. Then he's got some limousine. I don't know how to pronounce it. Forgive me. But he's got some Highland cattle too. So he's got he's got a lot of variety in here. Lots of them he's raising and whatnot for money. That's one thing he does for money is sell cows. So, but yeah, he does that. So it's pretty cool. Right there's the chicken shed. That thing is, it's got a really good placement. It fits perfectly in there. We're gonna go down there right now. So, let's go down the hill here. I actually shortened the grass because I got tired of cutting it all the time. But at that time I had the Husqvarna's your turn. Here's the fertilizing sprayer. This is the grain truck to feed the chickens. Doesn't get used at all. 0.2 hours on it. It's a nice looking truck, just doesn't get used. This here is the 1066 that does all the work. It sits in this shed right here, and then the diesel tank's right next to it. And the chickens are pretty much just free roam. So, right down here is equipment rows, what I call it. It's where all the equipment is stored. The farm's on the bottom of the hill here. He's got the planter, we've got the cultivator, we got the rake. Got a multi-fruit filling silo down here as well. We got a manure spreader. That manure is now actually starting to spawn in here, which is great. We got a pig barn and a gravity wagon. So that's pretty cool. Going across the road here, you know, of course it forks. This is the garage I was talking about. We've got a barn right here. We got a harvester shed with a harvester, which we're actually going to be changing that here soon. I'm going to get an American one. Probably, I think it downloaded, yeah, this one here, the John Deere. So we'll be trading that one in to get an actual American one. Here's the tether for that. I don't think there's anything in the barn. Well, we did square bales on this farm. The square bale would have been back here, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, yeah. That's not a door? Oh, it isn't. Okay, never mind. I'm trying to get in the wrong way. There's no barns that I like that have closed doors besides this one. It's really tight. The only thing that's in this barn is the baler. But we do big squares now, so... I got a semi-trailer, and I actually got a semi-trailer barn back there, but I don't use it. So, we're just going to park up here, because this is typically where he parks. We got this field here, which was an old cow pasture. Now it's a hay field. Got a gravity wagon here in the silo, and we got a Farmwell H that pulls that gravity wagon. Then when we go to kick the grain out, we get the pace setter out. So, now in this garage here, this was the garage that was built with it, is the lowboy that matches the semi and the Mustang. So this is his show vehicles now. In here we have the Banshee, gold and black. He built that in a 3-wheeler that he bought off Marketplace. In here he has his pulling tractor, which is a Farmall 1206, and his International 200 crew cab. This thing, both of these are built for pulling. The International doesn't really do good in pulling. It's a small block, so it's kind of like, all right. It doesn't do that great. Right now in here we got the Peterbilt that does all the hauling. A very beautiful truck, I must say. I got a planter right here that planted my corn. This is the bale shed. We got this trailer here to haul equipment. We got my Mahindra, which is the first tractor on this farm that he bought. We have the Load King bale trailer. We have the John Deere bale trailer. We got the Brandt gooseneck, and then we got some bales just sitting on the back. So, yeah, I just kept these bales on the trailer just because I thought it was cool. And then I'm not going to drive out to the fields. I had a worker plant this. They really didn't do a good job. Plant and roll it, I should say. Over here we got this field that goes all the way over here. Yeah, goes up here. We got this field here. And we keep driving this way. And we come up through here where I made this dirt road. Up by this barn. To where I got this nice big long field. And then this field right here. So, 5 fields on this farm. 3 of them being hay. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, now we got to make a drive all the way across the map. So I will see you guys when we're closer to that point. Alright, so we're actually driving through a lot of the property that we own. Right, this year's crop of sunflowers, usually it's corn, but we decided to do sunflowers. I really never got to say where everybody works. Obviously, the oldest son works for his pig food production, or his, well, like, we'll call it pig food production, animal food production. Pap works with him or trucks. There is an uncle who works on the big farm or for him, depending on which one needs him. Dad and the son we're going to get to in a minute works at the lumber yard, and the other son works at that auto shop. And I believe that's everybody. We got this little spot here. So we're going to pull in after this. This is a fully custom farm too. It took out everything that was in there and rebuilt it. This farm I was very well pleased with too. So we got the silage bunkers that I don't use because that takes forever to compact. So I really don't use them. As you can see, all the grass is cut to be making silage. There's a lot of it up here. I mean a lot of it. But we got our ways to pick it up, so that's good. In here, there is a tractor. We actually have these two here as well. They don't really do much. These three silos take grass into silage, and then these two also do that. And this here are obviously silage compacting stations that I don't use because I don't want to do that. It takes forever. I actually sold all the tools that went with it too. But we got that forage pickup because that thing's pretty handy. So like I said, we got 3 big blue silos for that. We got sheep up here. We got cows, dairy cows specifically. So they're very good. We're going to go park over here. This is... I actually don't know what part of the family we consider him. His nickname is Gravy. Because of the trucks that he drives. But we'll go ahead and start right here. This is the equipment yard. We got the J&M auger wagon. I don't usually use auger wagons, but I started using them for this big farm. The Kinsey planter, that is John Deere branded. Got a 7R right here. We got our Pioneer windrow loading wagon. We got our 8R. In here, we do have a corn crib with corn in it. I actually forgot about it. And here we got the corn header, and I just bought this because I have a lot of slurry that I need to use, and I also can't find any American trucks for IT runner packs, so I had to find a man truck that did. So this is new. I haven't used it yet, but I will be using it on these grass fields. So hopefully, I'd like to see an update for the Peterbilt and Kenworth work and be IT runner compatible, so hopefully that can happen. We got the silo here. Nothing in it right now. We got wool. Got the bobcat. Sheep. Feeders inside. We got the chickens in here with the trailer for that. Don't really need to go in there. There's nothing in there. We got the cow barn with the Chrome Big M mower. I remember using this in 17. It is amazing. I got all my dairy cows, which they have already made so much slurry that I have to go back through and I have to empty it out again. We got our Fendt tractor in here. That's crazy. I actually have to go back and empty that out. They don't make nearly as much milk though. I wish they would. But yeah, this is my slurry storage. Which, is that connected to it? I don't know. No, it isn't. They've literally doubled it in a month. Wow. But, yeah, then we got the field here. I actually really like this field. It's such a unique shape. I don't know. Something about windrows right along the farm is just so cool to me. I love it. I really do. I am a farmer in real life. Just nowhere near as large scale. But, my gosh, that's so cool to just be able to do this stuff. In here we have, it's actually the living center barn, which is nice, but it obviously the living center doesn't get used because I don't need it. Yeah, there's actually okay. I didn't know there was a door right here, but there is. Got the John Deere fertilizing sprayer. We got the combine. We have the Workstar. This truck's actually really cool, the International Workstar. This thing is sweet. I got the milk tanker on the back. I got my International LT with the Superior dump trailer and dump, so that's pretty cool. Very good equipment. I try to only buy equipment I know I'm going to use. So I don't think there's anything in that barn. No, there isn't. There is not a single thing in the barn at all. It did have the hay equipment in it when I actually did hay properly, but now it's mower and loading wagon. That's it. Trying to make the process for this farm as simple as possible, because this isn't the farm that I like to put time into. It's just a big farm. So this is Gravy's house. As you can tell, he really loves trucks, specifically brown Chevys. This is his newest truck that he just bought. It was stock, but I threw a pair of wheels on it and was like, I like that. So Gravy's got a nice truck. I call it Pavy Gravy. Over here, this is Gravy 86. This is his first pickup he bought brand new back in 86. So that's pretty cool. It's got a winch and all that. This was his work truck, actually. This truck did a lot of work and still does somewhat, but this one's just titled Gravy. So, alright, now that I've bored you with 3 farms, there's one more very small farm, a one-field farm, that is going to start growing very soon. As much as I wasn't going to make it grow, I am now, because I don't know, I just want to. It gives me an excuse to buy more equipment that I don't get to use anytime else, because I like picking the same stuff, and I don't know why. That car's going to go right out in front of me. Called it. But, yeah, we're going to go to the very last farm, which is over yonder. It's got a drive there. It's a short drive. This is the middle son. Yeah, this is the middle son. He works at the lumberyard with Dad. And him and his wife just got married, and he's lived in this house for about, pretty much since he graduated. He bought the land, and got a good deal on it, just put a shed up on it, and has been doing some work. But yeah, we get up right here, and we hang a left onto the gravel. So as you can see, he's got a very nice big grass field. I'm thinking about buying these 2 fields here, and then mowing this down here as well. So there's a little bit of lore with this one here, with the trucks. So we're going to get right at it. We got the John Deere 4020. This is the only tractor. Oh, no, that's a lie. This is the tractor that he just traded his 4020 for. He sold the 4020 and bought this. Put a stack on it, put the canopy from the 4020 on it. He just bought this Jaga baler that's pretending to be a John Deere baler. And he's got 2 wagons that his oldest brother gave him when he switched to big squares. And then he's got his branded trailer. He's got a Tedder here in which he just finished restoring and repainting. We got his TDI, 2-liter turbo that he dailies. You can tell it's worn. This is his old lady's dad's truck. That's not how it originally was, but I changed it. This is his old lady's dad's truck, a little old gasser, dual exhaust. So this is actually their truck now. They drive it to town, they drive it for farm work, whatever. And here we have the Model A from Paps. And here's the wife's vehicle. And he's got 2 quads that he races and drives. He's got another wagon and a windrower back there, and in that shed there is a mower. That was the original shed that had a tractor and a mower in it, and that's all he had at one point. Right back here is his truck that he just bought off Marketplace that he's planning on fixing. It is the 1998 Lizard F100, the new one that just come out. I like this blue that he had in the picture, so that's the one that I went with. But needs some work. It's got a reverse camera in there, which is actually just the radio. That's what I'm making it. That truck doesn't run. He bought it for $1,500. So he's doing pretty good then. In here we have his garage that he just got built. Has his Chevy in here, which was way lifted up and had big black tires on it like gravies. I changed it, put this on it, and fell in love because I'm not a Pavement Princess truck guy anymore. I like Bubba trucks. I like big trucks. I got a Lizard toolbox in here, John Deere toolbox, and my square bale twine in here, and diesel fillet, and my toolbox, and def fluid because I wanted to figure out what takes it, but I still don't know. As far as I'm aware, that's this whole save game, really. It's right up the road from the original farm. It's the newest farm. So, yeah. Oh, this here. I should show this off, actually. This is the go-kart four-wheeler racing track. It starts right here. You go over here, and you go this way, and you go around, and you go around again. You got the loop there. You go bam, bam, bam. Bam right there, and then you go under, then you go over here and around, and then you have this big ramp right here. Comes around, goes like this. You either go into pit, you go straight, and then finish, and then you come in here and you return back to the pits. So that's really one cool thing, and that's the parking lot. I built this for fun. I'm actually thinking about taking it out and putting a truck pool in here. But, oh, that also reminds me there is an area for the truck pools, which is right here. Like I said, it's not great, the sleds in here, but they got the track right here. Pretty decent track, and then trucks parking here, and then not a lot of parking for the fans. Not at all. So I'm actually thinking about taking this out and possibly just returning it to a field, selling it and returning it back to a field. But I don't know. And we could have boats in Riverbend, but we don't. I actually didn't know this was down here. That's funny. I had no idea this was down here. I'm gonna have to utilize that more. Anyway, what's on here? Sorry, now I'm exploring. All right, I get to doing this sometimes. There was one more thing. This is like one of the uncles. I really don't know which relative this is. He just moved. That's his truck. He sold his big lifted Chevy and Ford. Got this place and then bought the Ram because it was a little cheaper. And he's got his tilt deck and his International back there. So, as I'm aware, that's actually pretty much everything. So, I know it's a different kind of video and it's definitely a long video. So if you're bored enough to sit through the whole thing, I really appreciate you. And I do want to do this again with my Iowa Plains view and my Deadwood. Deadwood's only 10 hours in, but I did make a really small little build that I would like to show everybody. So I will hopefully get to that at some point. But this is my Riverbend, 315 hours, clock on the clock, and counting. So I'm very thankful for you guys sticking through the whole video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. It might have been a little bit of a boring watch. I'm not very entertaining, per se, but I do think my farm builds are cool, and if you are watching till the end and want to see me do more farm builds on certain maps, comment down below a map, and I might be able to try and work something out and see if I can do something. If not, I'll do some Riverbend maps. I'll do some I can't really do Europe maps. I don't really know much about European farming. But I could do Deadwood farms or Iowa Plain farms, but I'll go over them next. They are really nice, so actually, yeah. But yeah, we'll do that, and I have another Riverbend Springs farm that I will show you guys, and it'll be fun. But if you guys enjoyed, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video at some point. Thank you all for watching. Peace out, everybody.